You know, there was a time that Jesus was approached about following him. The gentleman was rich. He had a great inheritance that was left to him, and he was living off of it. His whole life was, he had to wait on it, and when it came into his life, everything changed. Where he lived at. He didn't have to work. He probably opened up some businesses, gave out loans. He became very important in his city or town and other cities too. And he heard a lot about Jesus. Somehow he had to have been studying, or someone he could have paid. Anything. He was interesting in Jesus. He was interested in what he was doing. And he asked the question about following him. And Jesus, discerning his heart, discerning his existence, his mind, his thinking, he says, you must go and sell all that you have. And I want you to understand something now. He didn't tell Jesus he was rich. And that was another shocking thing, for Jesus to know what type of person he were, what he have. Just go sell all what you have and give to the poor. You can follow me. And it's amazing because when you really observe what's going on, what's been said, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Sometimes people have things in their life they just cannot deny themselves from. They just cannot deny themselves from. Then you have some people who I guess they think that, they can follow God and not do it according to his terms. Now, what he could have done was all the money he had, all he had to do, there's no telling if he probably done it, I'm not sure. But he had money. He can go and open up a temple. He can pay people to come and just have it, productive. And no one has to know the conversation between him and Jesus had. No one has to know that Jesus, he wasn't following Jesus. He can look like he's following Jesus because he can take what he depends upon. He can take it and use it to establish the lifestyle of an apostle or a leader, a Christian, a spiritual leader. this series, this is volume 1, there was many times in the Bible, you have a lot of professionals and scholars and pastors and theologians and demonologies and demologists that have a lot of views when it comes down to what's in the Bible, what's not in the Bible, what books is not in there, what books wasn't a part of this package here, what was in the canon and what was left out. But that don't change. It's about change, character. It's about God's changing character. So when you observe, when people, we know there's different organizations, different opinions, they always use the term, we can agree and disagree, or we can disagree and agree, or we can disagree but still be in agreement. One of the things that can kill everything that has to do with the essence of man's knowledge and wisdom, even if it's soaked with the Bible, even if it's full of the knowledge, wisdom, or I'm going to say the knowledge of the scriptures. Jesus said, a seed, when it falls to the ground, it will not produce any fruits until it dies.